Welcome. It is Thanksgiving, and that is really zoomed in. Look at my hand. That is really zoomed in. Welcome. It is the Thanksgiving episode of Free Live Tarot Readings. I have no idea how many people are actually going to show up for this, so we'll sort of wing it. Patricia, welcome. How are you doing? CM, D. Dave, Deata, and Light. How are all of you doing tonight? I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. And we're just sort of hanging out here. We already ate and, just sort of relaxing at this point. TTV, it has been a hot minute since I have seen you. How are you doing? Marina, Haley Mist, Patty, how is everybody tonight? I hope everyone had a fantastic holiday. I got a preview of my next card that I'm going to release tomorrow. That is the Hierophant. So here's the Hierophant. See if I can zoom in. So here is the Hierophant. This is the new card from my new tarot deck, by the way, which is called the Tasty Tarot. And this is the new card. This is Frog Legs. So there you go. I drew that today. I drew the Hierophant today. I need to bump up the red a little bit to make it pop a little more. But other than that, it is done. I believe it is pretty much done there. What is going on? Booboo, welcome. How are you doing? Quinn, what is up? Bartman, welcome as well. Everybody's here hanging out. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. It's good that you're doing good, TTV. It has been a while since I've seen you. It has been a while. So there we go. Everybody's hanging out here. Now it's out of focus. Now it's out of focus. Wait, I got to fix it. D-Dave, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, now it's out of focus. There we go. Look at that. You see, I could see the threads on that cloth. I mean, that was tight. That was tight. Tammy, welcome. Is PC going to come over? What's the deal? What is the deal indeed? Is politically correct going to come over or not? Let's see. Dave coming over or what? Like, what is going on? What is going on? Oh my God, I misspelled that pretty badly. I was just watching the Dallas Cowboys lose. So that's what they do. That is what they do. They're pretty good. The running back fumbled again. I think the running back actually has the most fumbles in the NFL right now. I think so. I think Elliott has the most fumbles. I don't know. I'd have to ask the smart speaker back there, but I don't want to wake it up because it's kind of rude sometimes. It is kind of rude sometimes. I asked it when the Cowboys were playing, and it said, "I don't know. Can you restate the question?" I'm like, how? You're supposed to be a smart speaker. You should be able to tell me. Siri can even tell me when the Cowboys are playing. And Siri is the dumbest speaker I've ever seen. CM, welcome. How you doing? Thank you for your donation. LO, what is up? Philippe, how are you doing? Well, we got a lot of people here hanging out. They're still losing. They're good at losing. Tammy, they're great at losing. Nobody can touch the Cowboys for just fumbling, throwing it to the other team, and losing in general. I'm just saying they're great. Okay, speaking of great, are they coming over? Are they heading over? What are they going to do with all this stuff? The Four of Wands next to the Five of Pentacles. It sort of says, no, they're not really going to come over. It doesn't look like they're really going to do that. The Page of Wands, they were thinking about it. They were leaning that direction. They were sort of in that mood, in that direction to where they wanted to come over. But it seems something has changed their mind. They have other things going on. The Four of Wands says they just sort of want to stay at home at this point. They're really not really going to come over. Four of Wands are staying home. Five of Pentacles is like they're just not in the mood. They just don't want to deal with it. They have other things to do now. They are, they're sort of in a downed state. The Five of Pentacles, not really in a good state of affairs as far as neither the money or the earthly things go. So overall, that just doesn't look good. Butterfly, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Otherwise, it just doesn't look good at all, right? Four of Wands are just staying home. It is the home card. It is the home card. They're just staying home. They're just going to sit and relax. Page of Wands. Again, they were thinking about it at some point, but something changed their mind. Not really good with that. The High Priestess, they may not even let you know. They may just not show up. You may have a situation where they literally just don't show up at all. But the communication is really lacking with here. The High Priestess reverse is sort of an interesting combo there. But yeah, there you go. All right. But it's just a tarot reading. It's a Thanksgiving tarot reading. By the way, thank you all for hanging out with me. Speaking of Thanksgiving, I want to give thanks to all of you. I do. I want to give thanks to all of you. I think you're all just amazing. You are all absolutely amazing. I'm just saying now. All right. Let's get some water. All right. Let's see there. CM, will social life be better in 2021? Marina, thank you for your generous donation. I appreciate you, Marina. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you as well. All right, CM, 2021. What is going to happen with 2021? Hopefully it doesn't suck as much as 2020. I mean, I'm just saying here. Where is my, oh no, I don't have it. There we go. Forecast reading.
I need a forecast reading because 2020 sucked.
2020 was rather stinky. Sunflower, thank you for your donation as well. Let's use the Sunflower Tarot. That's what I need to name the next one. It's not Sunflower. I need to name one Sunflower Tarot. It'd just be made out of sunflowers. Quinn, thank you for your donation as well. What is going on? Sunflower Tarot. That's what you need. I need a tarot deck made of just sunflowers. And the sunflowers are hanging out with each other. They're doing all sorts of activities. You know what I mean? The simpler the tarot deck, the better. Because I spent an outlandish amount of time creating the Echoes of Nature Oracle, and nobody picked that up. So, I need something simple, something super simple, fun, and all of that stuff. That's going to be my goal from now on. It's just more simple. Well, yeah, Justin, right? The effective vaccine and the virus petering out. Yeah, hopefully it just goes away. Bethany, happy Thanksgiving to you. How are you doing tonight? All right, so 2021, is it going to not suck as much? Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, and Justice. I like this combo between the Queen and King of Cups. I think this combination does point to your social life being a little bit better, a little bit more of the joining together, being a part of the same type of family as it sort of feels, right? They're getting out on meetup. I think the vaccine will clear up a lot of stuff to where you can actually meet. People aren't afraid and freaked out. Maybe the media will start hyping on it every 10 minutes. But yeah, the Queen and King of Cups being together does say we do meet more people. We are out and about. Justice, a lot of things sort of even out. I think you have more opportunities than you think that are sort of coming up for how you want to meet people. I think you have things other than meetup.com. You have opportunities that are going to be on Facebook. I think what's going to happen once the vaccines come out and people can actually go out and do stuff without everybody freaking out, is you're going to have, because here's my theory. When you see something go way over here in this direction, TTV, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. When you see something sway way over this way, right? It always sways the same way back. In other words, the people that have been locked up, they're going to want to get out. I think the meetup, I think people getting out, meeting each other, making friends is just going to explode once this is over. People are tired of being at their house. People want to get out. They want to meet people, and they're going to, you know what I mean? It's like when you're in a traffic jam for 20 minutes, and then you always go as fast as you possibly can after you're out of the traffic jam to make up time. That's sort of where we're at. So I think that going on. The Page of Swords does say as well, and not only we have opportunities, you'll be able to sort of get in on those. And again, I think the population is just going to explode outward. They want to get out, especially the summertime. Everybody is going to be meeting everybody, talking, hanging out. You're going to have tons and tons of opportunities. So I think that's really going to go. 2020, was kind of rough because everybody's sort of afraid. You don't know what's going to happen. and all that stuff. That's the first pandemic we've ever had, So as far as this lifetime is concerned, yeah, I think the pent up demand. Yeah, I think, when you have a pendulum, I think life is a pendulum. When it starts swinging one way, the minute it's going to swing the other way just as hard. And I think everybody is going to go outside, especially the summer. It's going to be impossible to book a hotel in the summer. H, think of Bella. What does H think of Bella? What is going on with all that? Let's check that out by using. Let's use some things. Oh, my next card is going to be on my deck. It's going to be a dragon. I'm going to put a little baby dragon and call it dragon fruit. I did buy a book on how to draw dragons. So it was on sale for like $5 on a half price books thing. So I picked it up. And I am going to draw a little baby dragon for dragon fruit card. I'm pretty excited about that, I got to say. And that's going to Kickstarter December 15th, by the way. So there we go. All right, Nate, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving, Nate. How are you doing tonight? It is good to see you. We don't read all reversals, so we're going to flip. We're going to do the left flip action with that. So what does H think of Bella? Are they a big fan or are they not a big fan? Ooh, the fox. Sort of interesting there. I like that fox. It's sort of an interesting way to put that. Knight of Bows. They put up with them. They put up with them. It's not like they're the biggest fan or, cheesecake. There you go. Just cheesecake with a buttered muffin. All you need, sunflower. But yeah, they sort of put up with them. They're definitely not the biggest fan, right? We have the Four of Stones. There's a lot of miscommunication or a lot of lack of communication from either H or Bella to where they're just not communicative. They're just not allowing opening up. They're just not allowing themselves to be seen fully. And from that, the other person's like, okay, what did I do wrong? Is there something with me? Is there just something this person does? And you have this back and forth of sort of this underlying, not really a mistrust, but just a lack of sort of getting in there and going forward with a bunch of stuff, right? Balance says, again, they just put up with them. And you see this with the knight. I'm going to go in, I'm going to interact with this person. I'm going to do it on whatever level that I need to sort of get through this. But overall, I'm not going to reveal a lot. I'm going to hide as much as I can. I'm just going to sort of be as cordial as I need to be. Balance says they're sort of just waiting to get out of there. But yeah, they just sort of put up with them. It's not like they're the best fan, right? Ace of Vessels is sort of interesting here. It says they're warming up, though. Even though you could be maybe not the biggest fan, you're sort of putting up with the person, they sort of warm up after some time. So overall, after a bit of time, I think it'll warm up. I think it'll be a little bit better. But right now, yeah, somebody is holding back a lot. They're holding back quite a bit. They really don't want to just reveal everything. They're sort of just seeing what their temperature is with this person and all that other stuff. So there you go. All right. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Nate. Hope everybody had a good one. I am quite full. I had some salad with a little bit of turkey in it. So there you go. Tabby and Fernando have a future. Tabby and Fernando. That sounds like two cats in a movie. Are this from a movie? That sounds like 101 Dalmatians or something, doesn't it? Tabby and Fernando. It does. I'm just saying. All right. I think this person figured out my question. Okay, yes. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Tabby and Fernando, the stars of 102 Dalmatians movie, or I don't know, whatever it is. Let's see about that. Let's see if they have a future. Let's see what's going on with that. We will use the golden wheel. It does. Now, Tabby would be a cat. Now, Tabby would be a cute little cat. It'd be like this cute little cat that's sort of lonely and needs somebody to talk to. And then Fernando is like a big pit bull that's just like the cutest dog ever, just like this huge pit bull. And you're thinking the pit bull's going to attack the cat, but they end up snuggling together in like the first 10 minutes of the movie. I got it all planned out here. I'm just saying, this is the next big movie. This is the next Disney movie right there, starring Tabby and Fernando. So there we go. You just got to watch them. You just got to watch them snuggle together. By the way, if you're not subscribed to the Dodo channel, DODO, that is if you want to see some cute pets, that is the place to be. You will be on there for hours watching these cute pet stories. Okay. Let's see about it. Sing Fernando. I think ABBA, I think that was their hit song. It was Dancing Queen and then Fernando the Dancing Queen or the Dancing King or something. I don't know. Anyway, so Tabby and Fernando, do they have a future together? I'm just saying that, the Five of Swords doesn't look too good on that. Ace of Wheels, maybe not. Queen of Swords, the Hanged Man. We need some different circumstances. I don't think Tabby's too... I don't know. I don't think this is a match made in heaven. Definitely not. We're starting out with a Lord of Defeat. This may be just like Tabby and Fernando, the big pit bull and the little kitty cat, It just may be not exactly the match made in heaven. We got a weird thing going on. Now, the Hanged Man said it's because these two have different sort of stories. They have different sort of outlines about how they do things. They have different approaches to how things go. Overall, they're just sort of not really putting up with each other. Overall, they're just sort of trying to navigate each other's differences and trying to figure out how we're going to do that, because the Hanged Man reversed. Maybe I don't see eye to eye with this person. This could be something that, overall may not work out. But yeah, there are definitely some hesitation as we come in and as we sort of approach the entire thing. Again, Hanged Man, we're on a lot of different views, a lot of different activities with that. Ace of Wheels, though. There is an underlying comfort with how things are going. It's not like that they're just completely incompatible. You do have an underlying comfort. It's just that we start thinking, maybe overthinking the whole thing, and then suddenly we're in a different position. If we just wouldn't have thought about it, we just sort of roll with it, and there, I think that could be a thing. But overall, it just doesn't look great. You know what I mean? It just doesn't look great. Queen of Swords as well. Somebody's hiding something. There is some hidden things here. The Queen of Swords reverse is actually worse than the Queen of Swords upright, which is pretty bad. This is Cruella de Vil. Perfect role for this movie. I'm just saying. But the Queen of Swords reverse is actually worse than the Queen of Swords upright. So as per my video, it's not the best thing. Not the best thing. A little bit too many differences there in order to make up. Paula Abdul says opposites attract, but in reality, that only works until the honeymoon phase is over. Then the opposites want to strangle each other. I mean, that happens. That happens. All right. How will my move to the UK come about? Let's see about that. Ooh, moving. That's be fun. To the UK. Moving to UK. I heard that place is just wonderful. Well, it used to be wonderful. It's still wonderful. But yeah, there we go. Let's check it out. Let's go with a good moving deck. Somebody asked about this. By the way, this is the Oak, Ash, and Thorn. She's hearing. Well, there you go, Tabby. Tabby's the little kitty. I mean, I'm just saying. Tabby would be a perfect name, be a perfect movie. 108 Dalmatians or something. We got Tabby the cat snuggling with the big dog, and I'm just saying. And hello, Tabby, by the way. Sorry for your bad reading there, Tabby. Tabby, I'm just saying, it's a bit rough reading there. You came on the show, you're like, what is this tarot oracle guy that Sunflower's watching every day? And then you see me and you're like, oh my God, why do you watch that guy? Do you see that terrible reading I just got? I'm like brand new and I just got a terrible reading. All right, let's go all out for Tabby. We'll take off the handguard. We'll take off the handguard and show Tabby a magic trick. We'll show Tabby a magic trick. So Tabby, if you're going to get a Christmas gift for your best friend or your family, you need a little more money than $5. That's all, that's all I really have is $5. That doesn't buy much. That could buy maybe a half a Subway sandwich, but you just go like that, Tabby. Tabby, you just snap like that. Tabby, look at that. And it becomes $100. Tabby it's real. It's like really 100. If you were here, I would hand it to you. Well, I wouldn't give it to you, but I could hand it to you and you could play with it. But anyway, it's $100. And that is the money trick. I hope you enjoyed, all of that anyway. Okay. Back to the regularly scheduled programming. We're moving to the UK. We want to find out how that's going to go. All right. I want one more. I want one more. I think it's important to get that wheel, and that wheel is going to be good. There we go. The wheel, that's sort of an interesting thing. All right, the lovers, you're moving with somebody, apparently. So you have somebody else moving, somebody else helping you move, somebody else doing with things with the move. We got the lovers here. That's sort of a nice thing, a nice little thing there. The lovers is very nice indeed. So we are sort of moving with that. We are moving in the Ace of Pentacles. We're looking for something a little more stable, something that's going to be pretty good. Once we get there, we want some pretty good stability. We want to be in an area to where, you know, it'd be nice. You don't want any crime. You want all of that stuff. I think you've had thoroughly researched this as well. I don't think that's going to be a big thing, right? Five of Wands. There is some conflict with going there. It's almost like that somebody either doesn't want you there, or once you get there, we have problems. So it's not immediate problems that are really bad, but we just have some incompatibilities, some things we got to work out. You know what I mean? Some things we need to work out. The Five of Wands says sometimes you just got to work it out. And that is a conflict card. Could it be a conflict with the lovers? Could it be the person that we're moving, the person helping us move, the person coordinating it, the person that's sort of involved with this? Could that be a conflict with them? Could they not want us to move? Could it be some other conflict sort of creeping up during the process to where people just aren't going to move you at a reasonable rate, or trying to get moved and everything is more of a hassle than you had expected? The COVID thing puts a little bit of a wrench in the gears. We just don't know. Because the weirder part is sort of the devil. We're sort of moving into this space where somebody's working against us, or something is working against us. So the story seems to be going that there is a person, either somebody we know, somebody that could possibly be helping us move or moving with us, is looking for something that's a bit more stable. They have a conflict. They disagree with something along the way, and they want something different than what we want, right? The devil, now they figure that we're having this conflict. Things are going a little bit poorly. We could have some things sort of rustled up. I think that they're in a mode where they're just not happy with the entire thing and all of that stuff. Does that work out? KD, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Does it work out in the long run? Wheel of Fortune said yes. I knew I needed another card. This is the other card that basically says you have a happy ending. Things work out. Is there a little bit of a conflict? Is there a little bit of a rough road sort of during the process? Yes. Do things work out in the end? Yes. Wheel of Fortune points to a cycles card. It says that everything is normal day-to-day activities. We are happy. We are content. And that's going to be one of the big ending, the big happy ending type things is here as well. So yes, we have it all there. A bit of a rough ride, a little bit of a rough ride, due mainly to somebody else. So hopefully it goes well. Let us know how it goes, and I hope it goes well. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving, which I guess you won't be celebrating anymore after you get to the UK. All right. Let's see. When will we start talking to each other again? All right. Quinn. When will we start talking to each other again? When will she get karma for her actions? All right, KD, I got you in the queue. Meanwhile, let's do Quinn. And let's figure out what we're doing with Quinn. Let's do the Art Tarot. It has been a long, long time since I have broken this thing out. It has been a while. This is the Revival Art Tarot. I was so enthralled with this deck too. I was just like, I was really, really thrilled about having this deck in my collection, I got to say. And then I never used it. Go figure. I think one of my things is it's so huge and it's almost impossible to shuffle because of the size of it. But I don't know. Maybe I'm old fashioned. I just like the standard size cards. You know what I mean? It's not the length that counts, is what you do with it. I mean, that's my motto. It's not the size, it's what you do with it. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see about this. When are we going to talk to each other again? When is that going to be a thing? Ooh, we got the Ace of Coins, the Sun. It does say we do talk to each other, so we don't have to rough that out. That's for sure. Yeah, we do end up talking to each other. Ace of Coins, spoiler alert, it's sort of the end of the book spoiler there. You know what I mean? Daenerys gets stabbed by Jon Snow. Darth Vader's Luke Skywalker's father and all that stuff. But yeah, Ace of Coins says we do get there. We sort of have to talk to each other. Now, Ace of Coins is sort of an interesting thing here because the Ace of Coins says that we're not getting back to where we were before. It's like we have to start over. You know what I mean? It's like a video game where you didn't bother saving and all of a sudden you died, you fell off a cliff. Now you got to start the whole damn thing over. That's what it feels like with the Ace of Coins. We got to start over a lot of times. And that is sort of because that some things crumbled, some things didn't survive. We have sort of a bit of mistrust maybe, or we have sort of a bad taste in our mouth from something else. But, you know, there you go. It does say. Now, the good news is we do start talking to each other again. The sun is a fantastic card for that. It talks about things being bright, things being happy, and we are looking forward to doing that. Everyone's excited with that. King of Swords, though, says that almost like when you go back into talking to each other, you do have a set of rules. Like they just lay down the rules or you lay down the rules. We're not happy with the way that we were there again. As far as when, Hanged Man, I think the Hanged Man points to like, I don't know, it's going to be months. It'll be a couple of months before we start talking to each other. You know, there you go. There you go. So the Hanged Man says it's going to be a couple of months before we start talking to each other. We do have a lot of things to work out. Sun says it's going to be good news once we finally get there, but getting there is kind of a pain in the ass. I mean, overall. But Ace of Coins says also we have to start over. That's more of a pain in the butt than everything else. I hate doing that. It's like everything's just sort of crumbled down. Now you got to start over, it feels like. And now there's this weird underlying thing going on. But when I said size matters, I'm talking about muffins. You can't go to Target and get these muffins that are like this big. You need to go to Kroger and get the big muffins. I mean, it needs to be a big muffins. Muffin size matters. I'm just saying right now, muffin size matters. Anybody, you know, you can't be a muffin denier. You have to admit that muffin size matters. Big money. Is big money coming my way? Let's see about that. What does the spirit guides say to me? Nate, the spirit guides say that muffin size matters, is what the spirit guides say. All right. Let's see about this. We're going to go with the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. Speaking of size matters, there's some big cards that came out this year. We're going to have a best of 2020. Trust me. We're going to have a best of 2020 coming up. The video's coming up, but I wanted to wait until I got Ethany's deck of cards, but it appears that's going to be a while. So there you go. You know, there we go. All right, let's see what's going on with that. Big money. That's a half decent shuffle. I'd shuffle better, but my hand's busted up. So let's see about some big money. 10 of Cups, the Tower, the Ace of Cups, and Judgment. It's not really big money, it's big opportunities, if that makes sense. So yeah, we have, are we being handed money? I mean, I sure would love to have seen, I would have loved to have seen some Six of Pentacles action up in here. We needed some Pentacles up in here, and I got nothing. I got nothing for you. I don't got the Six of Pentacles. I wanted that. I wanted the 10 of Pentacles after that. I wanted that. I don't have any of that. What I have though is big muffins. No, I'm sorry, not big muffins. Big opportunities. Big opportunities. Judgment says, indeed, there are big opportunities. Things coming around, things opening up, things blossoming, things being wonderful. Judgment says, let's do this. Let's party. Let's literally do this. Let's get it started. Because we have the Ace of Cups into the Tower, into the 10 of Cups. Now, is the big thing coming up? Is this something that we just want to just engage in? We want to jump in immediately? I don't think so. We got the Tower. And the big part about the Tower is, you know, like in my book, the Tower says, what's around the Tower? What caused this big change? I think a lot of people sort of neglect that a little bit. They'll just see the Tower and go, oh, big changes. All right, next. You know, no. The Tower relates to all of the things around it. What is going on? We have a big change coming. The big change has something to do with new opportunities. What is it? First off, the Ace of Cups comes before the Tower. It is something that is literally emotional. It is something where it just pulls you in. You get emotionally invested in it. You're pretty excited about it. The Ace of Cups doesn't play around. This doesn't play around, especially around the 10 of Cups. It sees the 10 of Cups up in here. It's going to get pretty damn excited already. Ace of Cups says, let's go forth and do that. I am thrilled about this. That's what you're going to need, right? So there's your big opportunity. Ace of Cups, I'm thrilled about this. Let's get going on it. Now, the Tower says the original idea of what you had, the original project, the original thing that you were excited about, just sort of crumbles and falls. It doesn't go the way that you had expected. A lot of times that happens. We're thrilled about something. We're so excited. We're so hyped. We can't sleep. We're thinking about it. And all of a sudden it gets here and it's completely different than what we had originally expected. And that's sort of where the Tower comes in here. That's where the Tower feels like that, right? It feels like somebody revving their engine outside of your window, like you can hear in the background. The Ten of Cups says ultimately it does work out. Is it something that's a smooth ride going in? No, obviously you can see the Tower. That's not smooth at all. But does it work out at the end? Yes, it does. Big opportunities instead of big money. Do not see any pentacles, so I'm going to say no on the big money, but hey, big opportunity, something that's fascinating, fun, and amazing, and very enjoyable. I think that is worth it. You know what I mean? Even if it's not the big money situation. All right, KD. Will she get hers? Will we got karma? If we got karma. So do we have like a train running her over? Do we have her falling off a cliff? Like KD is ruthless. KD is ruthless up in here. KD wants some karma. Want some karma for this person. The one that was was it gossiping, or was it was a pain in the butt person at work, wasn't it, KD? I think so. Something like that. Roseanne, happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Indeed. Your girlfriend has 2 big muffins. Well, that's all you really need. Is that makes a person happy. I'm just saying. You get 2 muffins. The Kroger muffin container comes with 4 muffins. So you get 4 big muffins. I mean, that's what you need in life. It's all about the muffins and the butter. All right. Now, is this person going to get karma if what is they're going to get? Well, I can tell you that they do have a burden sort of coming up with that. Do they get karma, though? I think they get shoved into something that they didn't want to be in. Do you say that's karma? Do you say that's karma? I don't know. I don't know. I think the last reading I told you they were going to get another position or something like that. Or they were going to have a position opportunity for them or something that they were going to take. Now, the Four of Coins says overall, they sort of withdraw into themselves a little bit. It's not like they're just thrilled all the time about everything. It's not like they're just, having a good time over there. They're withdrawn. And I think that they see the writing on the wall is, they're getting rid of people. They are a pain. Some other people have complained about them as well. The world says they don't really see that anything they're doing is wrong, which is, sort of a narcissistic quality, right? I think, they're thinking to themselves, I think what I'm doing is correct. I don't see any problems with it at all. Is it a problem? Absolutely. Ace of Wands says they end up taking some adventure that they regret. So I don't know. Is that really karma? No. Is the lightning going to strike them down? Are they going to get run over with a train? You know what I mean? I just don't see anything karma related. I don't see death. I don't see the Tower. I don't see a reverse lovers. There's so many cards that are just crappy that we can sort of use with that, but I just don't see any of them actually taking place. I see them getting into a project or getting into something that they regret getting into. I see them being a bit more closed down and closed off because people have complained about them, so they've toned it down a little bit. They're putting on another fake persona of the world and acting like everything's going to be dandy and fine when, in reality, it may not be. So there you go. Overall, is it going to be something where they're just like, hey, I'm very happy and content? I don't know. I just don't see it. I see them being toned down a little bit. I see them getting into something they didn't want to be in, maybe getting an assignment they didn't want to or whatever. But overall, I just don't see just this big karmic hammer wreaking havoc down upon their life. So, sorry about that. J Silk, welcome. Honey, welcome as well. How's everybody doing tonight? It is Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a good one if you celebrate that thing. I know some people aren't in America, so there you go. We got a list of Black Friday deals for Kindles. I'm good on Kindles, I gotta say. We're good on Kindles. No need for more Kindles. Let's see what else. All right. Taking questions in chat. Post your question if you want a reading. In the meanwhile, I will drink some water. There you go. With my left hand. Kitty, welcome. How are you doing? How is it going? Hello, how are you? It is good to see you as well. We're taking questions. We got free live tarot readings. By the way, there is no list. Donations take priority, then I pick at random. So post your question. And if it looks interesting, I will check it out. Michelle already looks interesting. I say we'll do Michelle. Michelle wants to know, give me a love reading for December. What is going on with all of that? Let's see. Love for deck. Love for deck. What is going to happen with the love for deck? Oh, nothing says love quite like the Gregory Scott. We're going to use the Gregory Scott for this. Get some hearts out in there. Get some Gregory Scott action. Do a little bit of that fancy dribble shuffle that I'm doing with my messed up hand. But yeah, you know, there we go. Let's see about that. Love reading. Are you currently in love? Are you currently looking? Or like what's going on over there? What is going on over there, Michelle? How is love going? How's love treating you? Are you currently looking? Or you got somebody to hug and snuggle with on these cold nights that are coming up? Because it's freezing over here in Texas now. It is very cold. All right. The 9 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and the 4 of Pentacles. That's a bit of a challenge there. 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands says you have gotten some rejects occasionally here, you know, coming in here. 9 of Wands says we're injured, but we're still going. We're still looking. We're still going. 9 of Wands says you're persistent. You're not going to give up quite yet. You are going to go forth and be Michelle, or I say be Mary, be Michelle. And keep going and not really give up. The 9 does say that you have met some really crappy people, though. Michelle has had some absolute rejects that have snuck in the back door and been like, wait, what is going on? 8 of Wands says you're moving towards something that's going to be a little bit better, though. We do have some more opportunities. We have some interesting stuff coming up. Now, the interesting stuff coming up ends up being difficult to work out. I think you end up getting just this really, really emotionally baggaged person next up in line. You get a really sort of emotionally baggaged person up. It seems like that they just never seem to be recovered from what they're at. They're pretty good at hiding it at first, but overall you can pretty much see through it. I think that you really enjoy talking to them. You enjoy being around them. They have a lot of passion for things that you haven't seen before. There's the interesting, they're unique. You haven't really found anybody quite like that before. Now, the 5 of Swords, you just end up just absolutely hating this person after a period of time. Really, really quick. Very sort of annoying person in the long run. You know what I mean? Just really annoying. You ended up not liking them as much as you thought, but you do end up going out with them a few times, having a little bit of a short-term relationship with them. 4 of Pentacles, it's like the fingernails on the chalkboard sound when they talk eventually. You just have that. In addition, they're fairly broke. They didn't look broke at first, but you know, turns out that they're not doing too well. They're not doing too well. But there you go. Love reading for December. There is your December forecast. Let us know who that person is. It sounds quite annoying, but you know, you end up liking him at first. Ends up being one of those. In Chicago. Yeah, there's the Windy City. There you are. Hello, if you find some time, please check whether my job situation is about to change anytime soon. Just me wants to know about a job. Just me and the job. Let's see how that is going to go. We do have a job screen. It's been a hot minute since we've gone to the job screen. Let's go to the job screen and check that out. For that one, let's use the Bonefire Tarot as well. I think the yob is going to be right there. It's going to be right there where we need it. All right, we're doing this Kmart shuffle here because of our hands messed up, but that is just me. That is not, well, that is just me. That is just me for the reading, but that is just me as well with the hand. But Crafty, what is going on? The UK. Crafty's got some challenges happening. There you go. Thank you for joining us, Crafty. How are you doing today? All right, we got Love Live for 2021. Only thing I don't like about the job screen is you can barely see the freaking cards because there's all this other stuff. I don't think this is, I don't know. I'm not thrilled with the job screen. I'm just not. I can't see the cards. Let's go back to the zoomed in. See, look, now you can see the cards. Now everything. Why we have hearts. Blah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Now we can see the cards. Let's see about the job situation. What is going to happen with all of that good stuff? All right. Oh, well, let's see. So what was the actual question? Whether my job search is about to change anytime soon. Marina, thank you for your other donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right. The job situation. You're stuck. You're definitely stuck. The Fool is such a great, grand adventure. It's grand. It's amazing. It's fun. It's where you want to be, but it's reversed. Just me. You're stuck. You're stuck. You're not moving anywhere. The Knight of Coins. You have a lot of skills. You've gathered a lot of skills over the years. You've figured out a lot of stuff. The Knight of Coins is about pride in your work. He's looking out on a field of wheat, and he's all proud of what he has done. I think you're in that situation. I think that you've developed skills and you have a bunch of variety of things that you're really good at. People really enjoy you for, people want you for. The Knight of Coins says you are, moderately in demand once you can find a job that's going to be local and things like that. Unfortunately, the Four of Coins is sort of the greed card. Finding the job that pays you well, finding people that are willing to pay you for the skills that you have is fairly difficult. It's almost like that it's just a localized thing where in your area it's sort of difficult to get exactly what you need for the amount of money that you want. It's COVID probably didn't help as much, but the Four of Coins is a bit of a greed card sort of in there as well. And you are sort of stuck, the Fool upside down. I can't go out. I can't run, and all of that other stuff. You also have a wrist support on your right hand. Crafty, we must be soulmates. But yeah, the Ten of Cups. Overall, yeah, just be sort of happy where you're at. Be happy where you're at. You may be stuck there for a while. Basically, there you go. Be happy where you were at. Be happy with what you were doing. You may be stuck there for a little bit, especially with the move card being reversed there. All right, let's see what is going on. Blah, the house in Wilmer. Is the house in Wilmer. So we have a yes or no question from Blah. Welcome, Blah. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Wilmer, is this going to be the one? Is this the one? Is this the soulmate house? For soulmate house, I would expect the Anna K deck. No, let's go with the, let's go with the Mons Tarot. Go with the Mons Tarot and get our crappy shuffle because our hand's busted up. This is, normally it's a little bit better of a shuffle, but we're just having some difficulties over here today. It's all right. It is all right. You made cheesecake, sunflower. I love me some cheesecake. You know what I love, though, is banana pudding. Banana is like nature's candy. Banana pudding is so good, especially if you just let it sit in the fridge overnight. You never eat banana pudding right after you make it. You got to let it sit overnight. You got to let all those, everything just sort of gestate together. You know what I mean? Like a virus. Just let it all gestate together and then hope for the best at that point. All right. Wilmer, is this the soulmate? Five of Wands says you do have some competition for it, just as things as always. I do see the world with the Page of Cups. It doesn't look like it's the one for me. Temperance says keep looking. We keep juggling things. We're still trying to afford to decide. We still have a bunch of things sort of happening. Cassandra, welcome. How are you doing tonight? But yeah, Temperance says you're going to have to keep looking. We still have blending. We have things going back and forth. Sunshiny Day, thank you for joining us. Thank you for your donation. Five of Wands is the competition. We got other things going on. I don't think this is going to be your favorite. It says sort of keep looking. The World says it has some definite possibilities, but it just seems that you're just unhappy with it. I mean, it's not like it's a bad place. The World says it's a perfectly good place. It's perfectly acceptable. But the Page of Cups says you're just sort of wishy-washy overall about it. Not exactly the most thrilled place that you can be. Temperance again says definitely keep looking. So there you go. All right. Let's go with the next one. What is the next one coming out? Sunshiny Day. Thank you again, Marina. Big theme change challenges 2021. Thoth, please. New year, new me, new life. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We want the Thoth. We get the Thoth. The Thoth is brutal though, so hang on to your pants because the Thoth is a bit brutal with that. All right, there's got to be a way to shuffle to where I don't have to stress my hand. I don't know what that is though. Maybe like this. We'll do this. Some of this. We'll do some of the cascade shuffle. We'll do some of the take a hunk out of it, maybe cut it a couple of times. I think that'd be all right. I think that'll be all right because we do draw from random spots in the deck. Anyway, I still got to do a video of shuffling video of how to optimally shuffle and get the most randomization. That is a thing. That is a thing. All right, especially if you're using the same deck over and over and over. It's kind of difficult to get any good randomization in there. All right, big themes, challenges, big things coming, big deals coming. You do have it. I mean, we do have it. We do have another opportunity sort of coming in and all of that. Queen, welcome. How you doing? Queen has the entrepreneurial spirit. That's what you need. All right. First off, 2021 involves a move. That's just the way it's going to go. 2021 involves a move. There is some moving involved. It could be moving jobs. It could be moving places. It could be a new location. It could be moving something, something that's going to be valuable to you. But we do have some movement and swiftness. Now, swiftness is sort of an interesting thing. It means the move comes pretty early. We're talking a little bit about like the February time frame when we start sort of getting involved in something. We're like, ooh, something we got to move, or something's going on with that. Maybe we have a relocation. I think it's going to be involved with work or with a job, right? Because we do have the Ace of Pentacles right after that. If you do have swiftness, if you do have a move coming to try to get in there, we do want to see what's around it. Why are we moving? What is moving? And it is possession. So some possessions are moving, something earthly is moving. Most of the time that talks about a job. Now, sort of interesting just how it feels though. It feels like that we are in a bit of a bind during the move. We're not able to get it done on time. There are more stressors involved with it than we had expected. There's some weird things sort of happening around that. But overall, it's almost like a bit too much, where we just don't want to deal with it anymore. We want to get rid of it at some point. So we do have some stressors with that. As far as big opportunities, big challenges, I think the moving is going to be the biggest challenge. But it does involve a big opportunity. Ace is definitely a large opportunity as far as the second house is concerned. I'm leaning towards a job, a big job opportunity they're going to have. Now, that sort of does indicate that the job is going to be a pain in the butt to get to. In other words, we have that one deciding factor that you just don't want to deal with. Maybe the job is way too far off. Maybe the job asks us to move, and that is what is sort of related here. But anyway, it could be sort of a combination of that. Domain says that you are in control in 2021 as far as big challenges, big things coming up. I do think that you have a family situation that comes up in 2021 as well that you need to deal with. Not exactly going to be the best situation, but you do have to sort of deal with that. The family situation, I think, is coming around mid-year, like mid-June, late June. You have a family situation sort of arriving. I also think that you have like an extra expense at the end of 2021, at the end of the year. I think there's something that happens that's sort of unexpected and a little bit of an extra expense at the end of the year. So there you go. That's what I think of big opportunities, big challenges headed your way in 2021. I hope it is a fantastic 2021 indeed, though. Hope that you have a good time with it. Will my daughter be okay? Well, that's an easy one. See about that. SD and the daughter. All right. SD daughter. See what is going on with that. Sahu, thank you for being a new subscriber. I appreciate that. By the way, if you are not a subscriber, you are just crazy at this point. We got tarot news. This is the only place you're going to go for tarot news. If you want to see what decks are coming out, you want to see what's hot, you want to see what's on back order, you want to see where that back order is that you ordered a month ago, but nobody ever shipped you, this is a place to be. I sit around for quite a few hours a month and just wander around and look at what's good, what's new. I order quite a bit of stuff. So I also have skin in the game, as they say. I have a bit of the skin in the game. So when something's late, I'm pissed too. You're not the only one. I'm also pissed as well. All right. Oh, what are we going to use for this? It has been a hot minute since we have used. By the way, tarot news is coming out, I believe, Sunday tarot news. So either Saturday or Sunday. There you go. All right. And the White Newman, by the way, is supposed to be released on January the 6th, I think. I got an update for my estimated shipping date of January the 6th. So there we go. That's going to be a pretty good deck. Not as good as some of the other ones. Queen, thank you for your subscription. I greatly appreciate that. All right. Minnie, how are you doing? What is going on? You're new and a new subscriber. There you go. I appreciate y'all hanging out. It's just Thanksgiving. I thought nobody was going to be here. But I got 45 people at 50 a minute ago that are here on Thanksgiving. Thank you all for hanging out with me on Thanksgiving night. That's really cool. By the way, I am here at 6:30 p.m. Central every single night. That's Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, that's New Year's, that's Columbus Day, that's 4th of July, every day. It really doesn't matter. There we go. So, is the daughter going to be okay? A bit of a yes or no question. Looking for positive things, looking for good things. The Empress does bode well for this. The Empress is great for that, actually. Empress says, yeah, I mean, they're going to be comfortable. They're going to be all right. Six of Wands says they are going to be indeed okay. They're going to be pretty proud of what happens with that. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. They got to put some work in. They got to put a little elbow grease into the situation. It's not a freebie. You have a 3 into an Ace of Pentacles. So clearly, there's some work laid out here. There's some work laid out here that needs to be done, and they are going to need to do it. The 3 into the 8. Okay, I talk about this in my book, by the way. Link in the description. It's on sale for $4 right now. The 3 of Pentacles, that says there's work to be done. There's work laid out for us. It's sitting there. It needs to be done. It needs to be addressed. Eight of Pentacles says we need to do it. Otherwise, it's going to sort of be a bad situation. So yeah, you do need to put the elbow grease in. We do need to put the work in. A little bit of thought, a little bit of planning is going to do us good in the long run. That's going to be where we need to be, right? 3 into the 8 is going to be pretty critical with this. Now, are they going to be okay? Bottom line. Christina, thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. Yeah, the Empress says they're going to be okay, along with the 6. The Empress is sort of my comfort zone. It's where I am comfortable. It's where I relax. It's where I can be myself. It's where I can just sort of let the hair down, just sort of hang out, smoke a fatty and just relax kind of thing, right? The Empress says, let's relax. Let's be there. Let's sort of be comfortable with what's going on, comfortable in my own skin, comfortable with where I'm at with stuff. 6 of Wands says, I did good. I am successful. What are you successful at? I think over here, I think this little situation that occurred, we need to be successful with that. This is we are. I mean, the 6 of Wands is where the guy's rolling around on the horse. They're being celebrated. Everyone's cheering. So I think this worked out. I think we're good with that, and they are going to be okay. So there we go. There we go. All right. Oh, well, let's see. What do we got? We need some questions in chat. I believe I saw some scroll by. And we will do a couple more questions, and then we will bail tonight. It is Thanksgiving, and, there you go. All right. Let's see what the TOs say. Okay. I'm new subscriber. The story, fave account. Just to leave my job due to toxic work environment. Now move global circumstances with a totally wrong. Okay, so you quit your job. Crafty quit their job. All right. Crafty, I quit. Bad decision. Now worried it was totally the wrong move given the global circumstances. I don't know. Let's see about that. Was it a good decision? Let's see about that. By the way, CM, I'm working on your 9 of Pentacles tomorrow. I'm working on your 9 of Pentacles, CM. It is going to be done. So CM, if you're here tomorrow night, you will get to see your 9 of Pentacles idea in action, in the real action. Here we go. All right. Well, what is this? Empress is a bit toasted. You know, it could be. It could be. Could I send a super chat question? Sure. Lanny, go ahead and send your question. We'll do one more question up in here. We quit. We bailed. Hopefully you didn't do the Homer Simpson quit, where the Homer Simpson burned all the bridges on their way out. You remember that one from The Simpsons back when it didn't suck? The good old days, The Simpsons, when it didn't suck, you know, the first 4 seasons or so, those are great. So did you make a bad decision or not? The Sun said you had to quit. 7 of Pentacles says, yeah, the Magician says you don't really have a lot of opportunities outside of there. The 6 of Pentacles says you're not getting a lot of recommendations from that place. We got a mix. I mean, I can't really say yes, you did, no, you didn't. We got a mix of good and bad news. 7 of Pentacles says that you did make some good contacts there. You did make a few good contacts. Unfortunately, the 6 of Pentacles, the giving card being reversed, it says they're not really going to be recommending you anytime soon. I mean, we have good contacts. We have some people we can fall back on. They're not really going to be calling us with new job opportunities or anything like that. We did have a few people that were just a pain in the ass, but they didn't like us either. So those people that didn't like you are spreading bad news about you to other people, basically, right? And by the way, entertainment purposes only. 7 of Pentacles says we did good work. We had a bunch of good things going on. We have some people that loved us. 6 of Pentacles says that's sort of being corrupted by some other people that are there that are just not good. The Sun said overall for your own mental health, not really a bad decision. The Sun is a great card. It does say that things are going to work out. Things are going to be good. The Sun does shine and says that this is the best card in the deck normally, right? The Magician though, it says, Lenny Hill, thank you for your generous donation. I appreciate that. The Magician reverse says your job is sort of a niche job. I mean, it's sort of like for the area, it's sort of like your, you know, what your specialty is, what you're good at. The Magician means I'm really good at everything. And I can sort of, it reverse says you're sort of in a niche job that's going to be sort of hard to fill in this particular circumstance. So it may be a bit of a delay getting something else, but as far as the global circumstances go, I mean, you know, that's not much you can do about that, but yeah. Oh, there you go. There's sort of the Cliff Notes version of that. The Cliff Notes version of that. Yes, please hit that like and subscribe. We got tarot news on Sunday. I got the drawing classes that I'm doing. Those, nobody's watching those, so that's probably the last one I'm ever going to do. But, you know, there we go. That's probably the last drawing. Nobody's watching it. I wanted to do some drawing tutorials, but nobody cares. So we'll stick with tarot. That's what we're here for. Lanny wants to know, reconcile with the G this season sort of wrapping up here. Well, winter's sort of starting, but yeah. Let's see about that. Let's see what is going to go happen with that. Let's do a good reader. Let's do a good reader for this one. A good reader. Christina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Is your dog sick with COVID? All right. Let's see. Esther, the 2 men that are in love with me. Esther, you got a nice problem there, Esther. I'm just saying. That's not a bad problem at all. Christina, thank you for your donation. We'll see if Fluffy over there has COVID. All right. Let's see what we're going to do. We're going to be able to reconcile with this person this season. Is that going to be a thing? We got a lot of things. Oh, the star. Man, the star really brings a nice light to the, doesn't it? Doesn't the star bring this nice light to the whole thing? I think it looks pretty good. 4 of Pentacles were a little less greedy. Queen of Pentacles and the universe reversed. Oh, you're not going to be able to reconcile in the way that you want. Basically, there's a delay in the reconciliation. We have a lot of reversed cards. We have a delay within the reconciliation. Will you reconcile? Bottom line, will we reconcile? Are we meant for each other? The star says yes. The star said this person is your guiding star. They're your North Star. They are where you look. They are where you want to be. They are excited. They are the person that you want to be with. The star has some great news. Absolute the best person you're going to be with. Bottom line, right? The Gemini is the best person that you're going to be with. Okay. That's the end. What's the beginning? The beginning says that it really went to crap. It really did. It really went to crap. In a bit of a dramatic way kind of thing. It's almost like that there was going to crap. You saw it going to crap. Then it went to crap. Now you have to sort of recover from that. How do we recover from that? The Queen of Pentacles, you got to let them embrace their own time frame. It's not something that we can sort of hope to hurry up. It's not sort of we can sort of pressure them to do something or anything like that. We sort of need to get it on their own time frame. And this is their own time frame. They're going to make the rules here. It seems that they have a bit of control or more control over this than you do. The Queen of Pentacles, you just don't have the coordination. This is the CEO. If you have not watched my video on court cards, by the way, this is a CEO. It talks about just being organized, being pretty much on par, on set with where we want to be. And a lot of times you just sort of, this person has a little bit too much power over you sometimes. Four of Pentacles says they do come into it. They do relax a little bit more. They do expand out a little more. They are sort of ready to get reconciled. They are sort of ready to sort of embrace you. But again, this is their time frame. You're going to have to wait. You have to be patient. There is a delay. Is it going to be this season? It may not be. It's definitely going to be more than a month, couple of months, sort of before we even sort of start talking about that. But the star again says this is somebody that you are connected to. It's somebody that you will forever be connected to, and you will be able to reconcile with them. But again, they seem to hold the upper hand in this particular situation, so you just got to chill out. You got to chill out and relax. And IT guy and Becca, we got a ton of new people. Thank you all for joining me tonight. All right, we got a COVID puppy. Is the COVID puppy. All right. Do we have a COVID puppy in here? Is this something that is a thing? Let's find out if the puppy has COVID. Normally I would have a dog tarot, but I ended up getting rid of it. I had to gift it. Had to gift the dog tarot. I should probably pick it back up again. In reality, I should probably pick the dog tarot back up again. I do want to make a cat and dog tarot though. A cat and dog tarot is going to be a thing. That's going to be my next deck after the foodie tarot. There you go. And something else, but thank you so much. Yeah, there you go. All right. Let's figure out what is going to happen with that. By the way, this is the last reading tonight. If you're new here, hit that like and subscribe. We got tarot news. We got endless lessons on everything tarot. We got unboxings. We got 4K flip through. I have picked up so many Kickstarters. If you want to see wild Kickstarter decks, this is a place to sort of hang out too. All right. COVID puppy or not. The Six of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I don't think so. We have the Tower upside down. I don't think that either puppy ended up with COVID. The Tower upside down says you did not have this drastic change in their life. You know what I mean? Instead, you have the Wheel of Fortune. They're going about life day to day, day by day. The Wheel of Fortune is a cycles card. We're sort of going in that and going through there. So it's not going to be a thing. The Tower didn't hit them. They didn't get hit with this dramatic event. They're doing their day-to-day puppy life. Not a big thing at all. Not going to be a thing. Six of Pentacles, you did not give out COVID to the puppy, and the puppy is going to be okay. Now, Swords says don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Good to see you heat suns. Okay. All right, and that's it. That is a negatory. No. All right. Thank you all for being here tonight. I appreciate you. I'm here every single night. And we'll see you tomorrow.
You got me in the mood It feels like I'm about to get screwed. My heart is easily